Miss Taylor. I don't know what's going on around here, but I'm gonna figure it out on this farm. You know, it wasn't so long ago that I remember other stories like this, that there's been strange things happening on farms. Okay, now, my animals have been coming up poisoned, and my fruits and plants have been coming up sour and dead, and I'm gonna figure it out. We got agents of all sorts running around here looking for answers. I'm looking for answers, and damn it, I'm gonna find some. Do you understand me? I'm gonna find it. Because all I know is I have a cousin that had the same thing. And him and his neighbors almost died due to it. Now, I don't know what's going on. I don't believe in everything that's told to me, from possibly the boogeyman to even ghost. But what I do know is that my farm is in a wreck. This farm has been in my family for generations. Do you understand me? Generations. I'm just supposed to give that up. I'm supposed to give this up. No. I'm not going down without a fight. Understand? Now, I'm going to take this fight, and I'm going to start knocking on doors. Knocking on doors and busting heads, breaking into cars and breaking teeth, because I won't tolerate my property being destroyed like this. Nor should you. Nor should your husband. What are you? You sell some of the best milk on this side of the county. And now what? And now what? It's gone to shambles. Over what? Something, out of our reach? No. I'm not going to play that, okay? What about neighbors disappearing? This wasn't like this years ago. Now these men, they show up. These mysterious men. They don't want to be seen, they don't want to be talked to. But they want to somehow, some reason, know everything that's going on about this place. We gotta do something about that, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being taken advantage of as a farmer, as a man. Right? Now, you know just as much as I know that this country was made off of fighting. We fought. People fought. People fought for freedom. We fought for our rights, and we fought for our right to be happy. And I'm not going to let a bunch of guys in suits come in and take that from me. Not to mention, what are these guys in suits fighting for? It's almost like, apparently we got this same enemy? What is going on out here? What? Whoa. Slow down. What do you mean? So things have been disappearing in your farm too, right? So are these guys our friends or our foes? Exactly. Let me tell you this, I'm not going to stick around another day and not do anything. How long do you think your farm can tolerate this? How long do you think your farm can stay like this? It can't. It's unsustainable. Unsustainable. You're damn right. You had this farm for well over 70 years. It was in your family, like it was in my family. You and your husband were my parents' friends. And now my dad's too old to fight. And now I'm just gonna let this up. No. This happened to my cousin. We're all trying to fight the same fight. What is going on? I hear noises now at night. I can't sleep. I'm hearing strange activity around the house that never happens. It never happens. And now it's happening. No, we gotta do something about this. And we gotta make sure we're clear. None of this on my watch. None of this should be on your watch either. I don't know about coming together and forming some type of committee. That could take forever. We need to fight now. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess we don't know what we're fighting, do we? Me? I lost over 12 acres of crops. Half my livestock gone, and nothing to show for it. No answers. No answers. No. It's around me at the time. I had to learn how to fight on my own. I had to learn how to stand up for myself. When I was a little kid, you know, my dad, he talked to me about being bullied. I was in the 5th grade. I used to come to school and one kid named Kenny used to badger me and a bunch of children for our lunch. Every day my mom would pack me food. I live on a farm, so everything's fresh. She would make my sandwich just how I liked it. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich with fruit and some Oreo cookies and a juice, orange to be precise. I love orange, but she couldn't give it to me all the time because she was afraid I would have acid reflux. I like my peanut butter and jelly and Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread, some of the best bread around, you know? Nice, sturdy crust. And bread, flat. I like my jelly medium heavy. And I love my peanut butter heavy. Always smooth. I never like crunchy because I had oversized molars. They would get stuck in between the spaces, and it was hard for me to fall somehow. So I ate smooth. And she knew how to make it just right. That when I bite into it, all my senses would overload. And then I would take a sip of my orange juice. It was never milk. I drank milk when I got home. Now Kenny, of course, not so much with lunch. He never came with lunch. He was, of course, a big kid. Short brunette hair, scar of his face, almost like he was built to be a villain, over his right eye. A dirty shirt, raggedy jeans, so you knew he had a very troubled background from the beginning. He would loom over me and other kids. And if we didn't give him what he wanted when he wanted, the first time, you can best believe the second time, you were going to pay for it. Now, I let this slide over 3 times. And he always wanted my Oreos. Until one day, I told my father, my father looked right down at me and said, "Boy, if you don't stand up to him, if you don't deal with him, you're going to deal with me." The look in his eyes said, "Fire." Look of his eye, and his eyes said, "Vengeance." And I was afraid. Who was I more afraid of that day? It was my father. And I knew that I couldn't have come home again with my Oreos stolen and then lied to my father. So the very next day I came in and we all went to lunch. And that moment came and Kenny asked, he said, "I want your Oreos." And then I said, "Well, what are you going to give me?" And he loomed over and he clenched his fist and said, "Give me your Oreos now." And I said, "No." Well, those fists clenched. And he took a swing to the back of my head. And I clenched my face. And I cowered just so much, just like this, so that when my head falls, it doesn't hit the table. As he swung in, the pain shot through my head. I remember my father saying, "You're going to have to deal with me." And before I could really cry, my eyes opened up into a beam of light, almost like thunder. Lightning just ran through me. I got up, I clenched my fist, and I punched him straight in the chin. And then I followed with another punch, a left straight to the jaw. And then back and forth, back and forth. I never stopped. until he fell back on the cafeteria tables. And I was crying. And I kept swinging and swinging and swinging. I believed I hit air after the first several punches because this kid was down. He fell in shock. And as I was going after him, some of the administrators came and pulled me away before I could lose my mind. So the very same day, my parents were called. We all settled it. I got in-house suspension. But when I got home, my dad was proud of me. I could have sworn he was going to take the strap to me, but he didn't. He didn't. That's because I stood up for something. And I knew if I didn't stand up, I was going to fall for anything, and I was going to let him down. Kenny never messed with me again. And from there on, I made sure Kenny messed with no one else again. Because I knew that whatever was going to happen, it was going to happen. If he wanted to take the lunch of someone else, he was going to see me. He was going to see me. So now, I take this situation like Kenny. I'm going to stand up to it. Because it involves me. It involves my parents. It involves my father. My mom tended to this land. And she tended to it well, just like my dad. And he could no longer fight. He could no longer fight. No. But I can. And no one, and I mean no one, is going to run over me again. And I'm not going to face my father when it comes to the afterlife. I'm not going to disappoint him. This land has been around here for too long. And I'm not going to let it slip through my hands. This is something to fight for. Now, I don't know about you. I know you can't do everything. But I can. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get some answers. I don't care whether they look like me, they look like you, or they don't look human at all. I'm swinging on anything. I'm swinging on anything that don't have answers, solutions to what the hell is going on. Now, you can stay here, or you can come with me. Right? Now I'm gone. I'll see you in a little bit. Here, enjoy this tea and etc. I'll be back. You too.